Woo. Previously on Orwell.
It's getting really deep now, and I don't know where to go next. He was the counsel for his case?
I did find something. Something you won't like a bit. Orwell.
Alright, let's take a look at the government versus Abraham Goldfels. This seems to explain a lot. He felt too sick for work, tried to get out, and was charged for it instead, and found guilty. Patient also reported decreased appetite, resulting in a loss of weight over the recent month. Patient visited due to a referral of his GP to exclude carcinomas. Inoperable cancer. Merry Christmas! I totally didn't miss the clock turning 12 because I didn't record the screen or anything. No siree. And it's 12:01 now. Yay! It's Christmas. Hey guys, my name is KidW25 and it is Christmas Day. It's pretty late, but as always, I leave things to the last minute. Nothing gets into the Christmas spirit than spying on people that's not even in your nation. Alright, because it is so quiet, I need to lean down into my microphone so that hopefully you guys can hear me. Because it is very late and I have family asleep and I don't want to be too loud. So hopefully I can keep my reaction somewhat interesting, but not, like, loud. Juliet K. Ooh. Hey, so I got this new notebook for my studies as a Christmas present from my parents. It was working fine until last week, but after a short presentation at the Media Department Expo, the damn thing just won't turn on anymore. I think something's loose on the inside. My dad said I should just return it, but I am determined to fix this thing myself. So come at me, clever IT guys and gals. Give me some advice so I can call myself a real DIY notebook repair expert. I took a picture of the little troublemaker so you can see which make and model I'm talking about. Can someone out there tell me where to start and what I should be looking for? Thanks in advance, Juliet. Have you tried? Have you tried turning it off and on again? So we do get her PC number, which means we can spy on her, because I feel sorry for Juliet. She's got a lot of things already there. Jeez. Alright, let's take a look at her notebook. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's look at Rosen, material for PR. Whoa. Orwell has lost connection to the main server. That's not good. Lost connection to Orwell servers. What do I do? What can I do? Whoa. The connection to the main server has been re-established. This is what what's his face was talking about. Initiate was talking about with what's his face? There we go. I just had a strange kind of connection problem. It was like the mainframe had vanished. Still got some data loss between servers, and here seems it's all slowly going back to normal again. We had a joker who thought he could intrude our database. InfoSec says they have averted the attack. Huh. That must be what our... Oh, that's so cool. Alright. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Go meet in person always. You're the best, Barry. Thanks. Hey, Juliet. That's a lot of things. Ooh, Demiurge. What the... Requested information about a project called Demiurge. That might be important, so let's put that up as well. I came to the nation from Greiblingen, a tiny village near Stuttgart in Germany, where I still have a family. Ooh. Ooh. He might be still a bit meh. Pause if you want to read. As always with something this big, I'll just... Yeah. Okay, so the course. is where he recruits her. I think that's the right word. Help to find Gunther Ahrens. Why? Why did this open up? Well, I think it was with Demi-Urge. The music changed and everything. This photo seems like it was taken ages ago. Is that his child he's holding? So Abraham Goldfels is not his name. It's Gunther Ahrens. He was reported missing in 1993, the year he immigrated. What did he do? How could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It's legitimate to change your name when immigrating, yet very few people do so. That is what Mr. Goldfels, Ahrens, must have done. No. In one's heart achievement, that's his family. Did he, like, leave them behind? Gunther Ahrens died in 2016? What is happening? You're telling me? You're telling me we have been chasing a dead man all this time? This is downright impossible. I mean, he did write an email to Nina Matanova just yesterday, didn't he? Oh, I'm beginning to hate the fact that we can only look at points of data without knowing the full story. The truth is in there, but I just don't see it. Damn it. Screw all of this. Screw Orwell. Oh, Symes, you better calm down, Symes. I need to think. Look at all the facts again. Just watch for a while and let me know if anything new happens, okay? So the report from the team at Abraham's address just came in. It was completely abandoned. No furniture left. Nothing. Which is no longer a surprise, I guess. Holy macaroni. This is getting really freaky really quickly. Age 63, passed away at his home near Bonton, though he was friends with many. Very few knew the true person behind his gentle smile. Although his achievements in life were numerous, Gunther was a person always filled with self-doubt. That is no wonder, considering the world wronged him over and over again. Yes, he had his mistakes. He wasn't innocent. Who is? Gunther always did what he thought was right. He deserved better. I will miss you dearly, my friend. Who wrote this? The thought changed. Overview. What changed? Apparently there's new information somewhere. The entry 10. The sound changed. This is amazing. I gotta read this. This is important. The Orwell Project, published in April 2017, that by Hancock. With all the new people on our site, proper introductions are in order. Why, hello there. Where did all those people come from? Might it be due to the fact that the fucking biggest newspaper in the goddamn nation just published an article on us? I'm sorry, I'm just reading. I don't necessarily mean like that. It's just part of the story. Didn't think they still had an audience that large. The irony is not lost on me. We tried and tried and tried to get our message through, but whatever we did, it wasn't enough to get your attention. And now you show up on our doorstep, uninvited, yet still wanting attention. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Now that you are here, let's have a small chat, shall we? I've got someone here who's desperately eager to meet you all. No, it's Symes. It's Symes! I just realised who that is, and that must be his pregnant wife. World, meet my good friend Benjamin Costigan. He's not a friend with Harrison, but I'll just add it anyway. I am not friends with my... Why am I? Where did that come from? I'll grant you to add more if there is any. I want to know. I need to know. I'm sorry, Science. It's your pregnant wife. No. And your name is not Symes. It's Benjamin Costigan. World, meet my good friend Benjamin Costigan. Why would you do that to him? Actually, it makes sense because we've been doing that with them. No. I got her, man. I'm sorry. He has a pregnant fiancée named Amy Peters. No. Never would you guess what a terrible secret he hides. See, Benjamin here is a government agent in a project they apparently call Orwell. What are you going to say, Science? How is this possible? This cannot be happening. I need to go home now. Oh, I hope That's the end of the chapter? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. He gave the address. Never heard of it? No surprise. I hadn't either. They don't want us to know. At least not yet. Orwell makes it mind-numbingly easy to spy on all of you. Just a few mouse clicks. Ordinary people recruited from anywhere in the world make those mouse clicks seem as if it all were just a game. I get it. I get that reference. Then there is Benjamin. He's the guy who receives your data, has an elaborate look at it, and says, this is the one we'll put in jail. This is the one's life we're gonna fuck up. That's one hell of a job, isn't it? Now you might ask, where did this Hancock fella get this info from? The answer is from the Orwell project itself. Because the thing isn't even secure. No, I don't expect you to believe me just like that. I'd like to propose something better. Go and ask Benjamin. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that you don't know him. No problemo. No problemo. Here's his address. If you would kindly visit him and send him my best regards, that would be much appreciated. We'll take care of the bastards that sit on the other side of this Orwell project, who dig through all your personal files and grin while they look at your nude photographs. Thought is your friend. We'll get them for you, promise. The thought must be free again. Hancock. A gift for you. Attacking Orwell worked, but not for long. Great, I didn't read that. I got a gift for you though. Take a look on your Thought web server. Handle with care. Oh. Achievement unlocked. Memory hole. Great, because that's... Episode... This is the final run. This is the final episode. Could this be the final episode for this whole series? Symes is not there anymore. What's her voice gonna be? Good morning, investigator. It's very low. I don't know. I can't do women's voices. It's Catherine Delacroix. She's the queen of bullshit anyway. Since you have the most powerful investigative tool at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. Yes. You, on the other hand, have been a hard-working investigator so far. You have proved Orwell is working as intended. I will be your new advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to the advisor with an exposed identity. Symes is well, but no longer fit to work on Orwell. They just fired him? As far as you are concerned, he never existed. Excuse me, I put his info in Orwell. Crap. With yesterday's so-called revelation about Orwell sympathizers, this terrorist group has taken to the street. We need to show all of the nation Orwell is keeping them safe. We won't allow some fools to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposter pretending to be Abraham Goldfels. Find out who did it and where they are hiding. Great, okay. You make it seem so simple. What just pinged? Alright, we can add a new thing for Joseph. I like this one better. He looks more serious. I like the redacted and redacted. That's not suspicious at all, government. Not suspicious at all. No. No, Symes. Alright, negotiations in Triflith renewed. Alright, Prime Minister is doing good work there. Anti-Orwell protesters gathered at Freedom Memorial remains. As Thought activists unveil government surveillance system, Orwell supporters gather at former Freedom Memorial. Government stays silent. This is great. This is great. And how's it vandalized after his private address was exposed? See, I guess in a way we are. Well, of course we are invading their privacy, but at least we don't put a lynch mob after someone when we find information about them. We send the proper authorities over. So I mean, it's still invading privacy, but at least we're not causing undue danger. Except for Nina, because she had a gun with her. That was her choice to have a gun, and she took it up and she shot someone at first. She started the whole thing. She shot someone. But this is like, you can... I don't agree with this, because you can still be against Orwell, but you don't need to endanger the pregnant fiancé. Members of Thought, my dear friends, as you all have experienced already, we are being besieged by the government. They have denounced us, called us terrorists, and turned the public against us. This will stop today. Their days are about to come to an end. I have a plan, but for this to work out, we must meet like we did in the old days, when we had our meetings in Cafe Chestnut. We will have a conference call at 4 p.m. That seems like a trap, but I'm going to put it in because I think I need to progress the story. A gathering. We know Abraham Goldfels is dead. Someone must be impersonating him. This is clear as crystal. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible before this gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20 data chunks. Be considerate. No. Why would you put a limit? So you think I'm stupid? Firstly, you don't tell me where you are going because you need to ghost. Then hours later, you don't answer your phone. So I called Pers asking for you and she told me you were at Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening. Said you stormed in, then furiously wrote something about on your PC. Probably this outrageous blog post the news speaks of, then stormed back out the door, only to meet whom? Juliet? Meaning you're back in action with this shitty group? And her? You're jealous. You're jealous, man. So this seems important. I'm gonna disable this because don't need that. That's stupid. At least this says Chestnut Cafe. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his dirty work, probably thinking we will not be able to track him down. We will track him down. Very dramatic. I have gone through the information we have on the remaining suspects regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfels. He predicted the bombings. This alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why he hid the posts on the Thought blog and his timeline. We are yet to clarify why he would be frequenting a drugstore so often. Survival supplies, perhaps? Why would he have 2 health insurances? I didn't even know. I didn't even realize he had 2 health insurances. It is apparent that Harrison O'Donnell might well be part of the Bonton bombings. He is probably the one impersonating Goldfels. I want you to prove this and lock him away for good. What are the chances that that's wrong? What are the chances that that's not true? I'd say pretty high. Oh, so many. Oh wait, that's because it's the same email, isn't it? And Harrison as Hancock, former admin. I got your PC now. Buddy. Oh, okay, chat session. Where the hell are you? Why did you leave Abe's? Our plan was to hide somewhere until we're no longer public enemies number 1 and 2. Yeah, that was before I found out what you did. I don't think she's happy with it. You exposed a government employee. Take a close look at what happened. They're after us now for sure. Was that necessary? Look at the TNB. We have developed a following. If they prosecute us now, there will be a public outcry. I'm pretty sure the government's not going to prosecute you. I'm pretty sure that's going to... You're just gonna get killed. This tiny crowd with their banners won't stop a thing. We'll be gone forever once they get us. This is why I had to leave. Did you get Abraham's email? Yeah, that was crazy. I know, all of a sudden he's back and he has a plan. That doesn't sound like he is impersonating Abe. I can't believe it. Where was he this whole time? Will you attend this gathering? Of course. If Abe is there, we must attend. I will hide away someplace. I can call in from my notebook. You should do the same. Don't hide anywhere you have been to in the last 24 hours. They might check there first. Will do. My damn phone is gone, just like you disappeared this morning. You haven't seen it by chance. Jesus, can you not take care of your stuff? No, I have not seen your phone. Such a male thing to do. I can relate. Oh, fuck it. Tried to track it down, but it doesn't send a signal. Probably out of battery or something. Yeah, whatever. I'll go without it until the gathering. Yeah, until the gathering. A useful hint. If you encounter any hints to hideout locations, be sure to validate them by checking where they have stayed before first. I hope I'm not wasting space. 15 data chunks. He lost his phone. I thought he would be attached to it. Oh, that seems like it's a useless thing. Ooh, notebook. Ooh, system. We got his phone. We got his phone ID. Far out. She has so many things. Something popped up because of Dixon. Nice. Oh, that's good proof. That's good proof. That's very good proof. It was Harrison O'Donnell after all. Well done, investigator. Make sure we have all relevant locations where he might be hiding in his profile so we can make an arrest. Half our time is up. Stay diligent and considerate. Yeah, well, damn it. What else? Initiate. Initiate talk to her. Okay, knock knock. Huh? Who are you? Name's Initiate. Oh, you're this hacker guy Harrison spoke about then. Right. So you hacked the Thought blog. You've been following us around. Why? What do you want? What I want? I want to know what happened to Thought. These bombings have been ringing in my head. Ooh. And I just don't know. What was this Thought's work? Was it a government setup? Listen, I don't know either. I'm sorry, but shit is majorly going down the drain right now. If you can help us, do it, please. My help got you where you are right now. You helped to dox this Costigan. Harrison told me that you wouldn't want to assist us. Don't talk so openly. Or did you forget what's going on? Right, sorry. So now she knows he's lied to her. Can you do that again, what you did? Nope. They're going to track me down for sure. Barely got out the last time. I need more intel on this thing first. At the moment, I don't see a way. Damn. So what are you doing? Oh, you don't know yet? Abraham Goldfields, who founded Thought, sent us a message. Thought should gather once more. What? Abe is back? Initiate can be the friend. Yeah, and he says he has a plan. You know him? Kinda. Where from? Coincidence. Okay. I think Initiate is the good friend who wrote the last words, the epitaph. Is that what it's called? Look, if you know Abraham, why don't you attend this gathering as well? It's going down 4 p.m. as conference call. Give me your number and I will invite you as well. No, thanks, but no thanks. Sounds like a trap to me. You shouldn't attend either. I'm pretty positive it's not. The email sounded authentic. But have it your way. I will. Good luck with this gathering. Good luck to you with finding out what's going on here. You're going to need it. Okay, so she wrote about the protest. It was very nice. It worked fine, even though it was her first event, basically. Jules, let me say the important thing first. You did great. That's why we chose you. Take things out to, I already got an idea for what's next. Take things out onto the streets, literally, not university streets, more like streets. Juliet, I don't want to offend you. You're new and you did a good job, but this simply isn't enough. Yeah, whatever. Stop complaining, Nina. Nina, you know I think likewise, and in the end, you're right. Our next thing will be much bigger. We'll make the news for sure, but we need to be smart about it. Smart like Julesy. At the moment, I am thinking of Freedom Plaza, so she planned the Freedom Plaza. I think we already know that already, so I'm gonna ignore that. This Initiate is a nuisance. You must reveal his true identity. This might shed some light on what his motives are. Great. Initiate, I need to apologize to you for remaining silent for such a long time. I have been working out a plan in hiding. Today I need to call upon your help to make it happen. So they are going to try and attack Orwell once again. Well, let them come. Jules is really not careful with her information. Good, keep an eye on her as well. Great, that's another listener thing. Carrington? Juliet, Victor here. Oh, hey, Victor. I just talked to Maria. Why are you not at work? Oh, I sent a sick note. Didn't you No, you did not. You were here the entire weekend. That's what the tracker says, but no one authorized you to do so. Now that you are meant to be here, you are not. Also, what is SP8 registered under your account? This device ID does not belong to a company-approved device. You'll explain these irregularities. I want you in my office as soon as possible. I don't think so. She just hangs up. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, no. We're running out of space. This seems unusual. Why was she at work then? She was planning something. Now we got something else for the insider. Shut up, phone. We got a phone. Poor choice to follow this Abraham creep. Just because he worked at Rosentech. Oh, hello. It opened. You're not supposed to follow Abraham Goldfields. He is dead. You are wasting precious time. But it opened something. It opened something. She was looking. I command you to no longer dig around in Abraham Goldfield's past. I could easily turn you. What is strange about this is strange though is that Juliet requested material on this demiurge. You have found enough material implying that something is very wrong about Juliet Carrington. She might be our impersonator, good, but it's only an implication so far. Considering we have proof against Harrison O'Donnell, we should go primarily after him. Goldfell's flawed. He designed the original Orwell? Oh lord. So you know it now. Yes, we hired him for Orwell. This is his doing. It was me who wanted him on the project in the first place, to get things right with Orwell, to follow ethical standards. Only very few people here knew that, and I wanted to make sure it stayed that way. Our most ferocious enemy worked for us. A person I chose. Now you know it all. Discovered by the very tool it was all about. The irony is not lost on me. But well, you chose to disobey. I've warned you before. This will have consequences for you. Bitch, please. Just calm your phone, okay? It's almost 4 PM. We will most likely only have time for one more upload. Make sure it counts. What was that? What? She put disobedient in Orwell for me. He would want to keep us safe, I think. Maybe. It's 4 PM. I'm getting intervention teams ready to check all the locations you've mentioned. Now, to wait and see what happens. Oh, the text is changing. What's going on? Something. Saying something. Oh. What's happening? Hello, is this working? Anybody here? Well, I am. Harry, I didn't know if you would still be around. Seems neither Cassandra or Joseph are here. Huh, did you really expect otherwise? I don't know, somehow. Holy crap. What is this? Who are you? A fool who is baffled by the madness he just witnessed. Otherwise initiate. We're glad you decided to join us. That's completely unintended. What do you mean? You're in the call, aren't you? Yeah, I'm also in Orwell. In Orwell, Abe sent me an IP address to get into Orwell. It makes the hacking the damn thing incredibly easy. He did what? And that worked? Like a charm. I now kinda control the damn thing. It's really, really worrying. Come again? You have Orwell on a freaking leash? Fucking great. How does that worry you? My control is limited and the government will get the control back at some point, but this is my primary concern. What makes me nervous is, why would Abraham have such extensive knowledge of Orwell? This whole thing reeks of an enormous trap. And this is the point where it gets even worse. I had a quick look at his file. You would not believe what it says. Abraham is dead. He died quite some time ago. Dead? No. Abraham how? He was very sick. Cancer. You old fool, why couldn't you just tell us? He gave Nina the orders for the bombings after his demise. This means someone has been setting her up real bad, and not only her, all of us. Who is it? Who the fuck would do such a thing? The person working on this was clever. They found it all. What did they find? Who was it? Everything in here points to you. Wait a sec, I can't fucking believe where this is going. Are you for real? Are you telling me you told Nina to place those bombs? I did. I'm not proud of it, but it had to be done. What the hell? Why? You and Nina, you two ruined everything for Abraham and for Thought. So you decided that leaving me wasn't enough for revenge? You had to kill innocent fucking people and blame it on all of Thought? It was necessary. Only when things are at their darkest people will people listen, take note, and actually enact change. Abe knew that. I know it was extreme. Extreme, it's goddamn murder. I know, damn it. Believe me, I know. Your actions really screwed the members' Thought. Screwed them real good. Most of all, Nina. How can you justify that? What did you do all of this for? Thought needed to be destroyed. That was the whole point of its formation. Instead of seeking me out and arresting me, Orwell labeled you all target persons and investigated you all, screwed up your lives. People need to see how fucked up Orwell is. It's not protection, it's invasive and manipulative doom for everyone. No one is innocent, everyone is a suspect. Abe wanted to make the world stand up against things like Orwell. He knew how dangerous the project was, that's why he worked on it. He did what? He worked on Orwell? This confirms what I feared, but I didn't want to believe it. If so, he could have gone to the media and make it all public, couldn't he? He was afraid. He thought nothing would change if he did. Can you blame him? He told me everything, and only me. Okay. Funny. I just realized you're actually a much better, yet much worse activist than Nina or me could ever be. That's admirable in a strange and very fucked up way. I still don't get it. Why draw all of this attention to thought? You didn't convince anyone by your actions. Why this gathering? Why let me hack Orwell? I just needed to convince one person how faulty Orwell was. Costigan, the guy Harry leaked information about, was the man on the inside, only an advisor. The person who has really been spying on you is still around. The person who actually went through your stuff, passed the data. The one listening right now, the investigator. That's right, I'm talking to you. I knew you had to be around when everyone would come together. You had to be listening. Initiate was just a windfall, a chance to make sure you'd not immediately go up against us. Investigator, I have a question for you now that you saw Orwell firsthand. Do you really think that this system will help anyone? Did you think the government would not spy on you as well? Did you think you were outside the system? Think again, they evaluate even you. Abe knew that. He saw the madness. They evaluate even you, the investigators. But we can stop it. You can. Remember, you became recruited for being outside of the system, outside of the nation. What if we show people what they saw about you? That even you are not outside of the system. That no one is outside of the system. All you need to do, investigator, is upload the data they have on you, incriminating yourself. This is so mind-bogglingly stupid, Jules. Why would the investigator cooperate? The government will come after them. That's exactly the point. This evaluation is supposed to be a safety net so that no one misuses Orwell. Acting on evidence is mandatory. If the investigator incriminates themselves, they will be forced to prosecute them and reveal this evidence that the investigators are actually being spied on as well, publicly. This is absolutely mad. I don't see this working. I would like to offer an alternative, investigator. If it just so happens that a certain Catherine Delacroix is in these files too. I say we make use of the fact that we have control over Orwell. Let's use it as a weapon and turn it against the government. There's something dirty to be found about Miss Delacroix for sure. Let them act on that evidence. Now we're talking. No, hurting Delacroix won't help much. She's just gonna get replaced. This isn't the right way. Oh yeah, and fucking us all up was the right way then. Bullshit. But how can we trust this investigator to help us? What the hell? How did they find... Harrison, what's going on? Seems he just fell prey to this great surveillance system. Oh crap, it's down to the two of us as it seems. Well, my plan to gather support for you failed, investigator, but if you still want to fulfill my plan, go on and die and give Delacroix hell. You will find something dirty. Investigator, it's time for you to make up your mind. You can tear down the entire system. Just complete my plan, please. I will turn Delacroix into a target person. I think I can easily activate access to her PC for you as well. When Abraham stopped his work for the Rosen and the government, he cloned all the information he had and hid it in the office. He told me I maintained it. The system is programmed to boot itself again in a couple of minutes. You'll have access to everything. You just need to find the UID of the device. I cannot tell you here now that Orwell is tracking data chunks. I have full understanding if you judge and incriminate me for what I've done. I think I deserve it. It's up to you now, investigator. Do the right thing. Oh Lord. Finally, I thought this disturbance would never end. The back-end engineers say we've had an unwanted guest. We already know it was thought. It's about time to undo them. We must be strong. We must show these people for what they are. The nation's safety is depending on it. Find a way to incriminate them together as a group. All we need is a hint that Abraham Goldfels intended this group to carry out terrorist actions. We could trace the attack back to a remote PC. I will now manually unlock this PC for you. Oh, damn, we got a choice. Get into Rosentech for an internship, delete the backup of the data I stored there, remove every trace I ever worked on this godforsaken project, then quit. That is no place for you, just walk away and do not tell anyone. Oh, that's cool. Seeing Juliet Carrington didn't respect Abraham Goldfell's wishes. She should have. This proves she had the resources to impersonate him. Good, I will initiate a nationwide search for her. She will not escape justice. What is there to find, though, in here? Demiurge. This document is highly confidential. Do not distribute. Intention. Goal of this paper is to stipulate a set of mandatory guidelines to be implemented in the mechanics of the hard and software combination titled Demiurge. Said project is in development at Rosentech. Okay. The human elements. The use of human elements in the system shall serve the purpose of keeping the investigation impartial while at the same time keeping the powers divided. Demiurge shall be operated by pairs of human elements, an advisor who will operate from within the system, and an investigator who shall be a client outside of the system, i.e. the nation. The advisor shall be an employee of the government. Their duties shall include advising the investigator as well as drawing conclusions and requesting action. The investigator shall be a citizen outside of the nation to reach the utmost impartiality. The investigator must not be able to communicate with the advisor to prevent power misuse. Smart. Okay. Nothing wrong right now. Target and related persons. Individuals referenced during investigations should be considered as related persons unless there is significant indications that they are involved in the investigated case and the advisor decides in agreement with the superior that the person in question is to be considered a target person. Those individuals shall be regarded as and referenced to as target persons. More so, data chunks shall only ever be processed for said target persons. Restriction of discovery. The discovery of new documents shall be restricted to those on which a target person can be identified beyond any doubt, and similar data to the already contained can be detected. The investigator must be prohibited from browsing the web freely, even from public pages. There shall be no distinction between public documents and privately accessible ones. Okay, I think that just means that they can just look at, that I can just look at any available available pages. Conclusion. Based on the guidelines proposed in number 2 guidelines, we conclude that ethical surveillance is possible. How can I write this? This is absurd. Marked as to do. Oh, notes. I completely forgot about the notes. Notes. March 2, 2013. Today I started my work at Rosentech. I got assigned in my office, in my own office in the main tower, right at the top of the 24th floor next to Victor Rosen himself. I've never felt so misplaced in my life, not even back in Grieblingen. Although I was sure it could not possibly get any worse. It's like there are only youngsters here, rushing over the floors, buzzing in the cafeteria, occupying the elevators, all of them staring at me like I am a recently unearthed dinosaur fossil. What do I try to achieve here? The constant feeling of not being involved though is niggling at me, probably that's what it meant. April 2013. We had a presentation where I learned the basic project parameters of Demiurge. During the meeting, I got a panic attack and nearly had to vomit. I must have been paler than the sheet of paper outlining the conceptual details. The plans for the project are bereft of any ethics or common sense. It's nefarious. Nefarious isn't even the word. Sinister. This software goes way beyond what I had feared in my worst nightmares. It's total observation of, well, everything, without any user interaction required, and they want an ethical codex? Preposterous. I am conflicted in what to think, how to feel about this. I thought I might be able to change the plans from within. Restrict this thing. Frankly, if I had any confidence in my ability to change it at all, well, that is all gone now. October 2013. I might be in luck. The development team has had severe problems with the application of their recognition algorithm to automatically collect and interpret relevant data so far. There are too many conflicts, too many applicable meanings. If I play this card right, I might be able to convince the project's leads to consider the use of a human element to sort out the misinterpreted and irrelevant data, which in turn might make it at least a bit more humane. He changed. Okay. January 2014. It worked. The use of the human element, referred to as investigator, has been confirmed by the project's lead and, even more importantly, the government itself. By now I have outlined the fundamentals of the codex. We will not use not one but two human elements. To give one human the full ability to do the research and at the same time draw conclusions is just too much power in one hand. Instead, the power will be shared between said investigator and an advisor. The latter shall be a government employee on the inside, while it's crucial the investigator is a person on the outside, so an unbiased opinion is assured. I cannot overstate how glad I am that the project lead is absolutely willing to follow my advice. He completely designed this. He completely designed this whole interaction between the investigator and the advisor. That's awesome. May 2014. Where does he... During the break in Rosen's cafeteria, I noticed a young man observing me closely from across the room for nearly 15 minutes, again and again when he thought I wasn't noticing. Intrigued and having finished my lunch, I walked over to his table and where he sat with a colleague. I asked, I think politely enough, to join in, and they obliged. But the same man that had so intensively stared at me before now looked a bit intimidated. We talked a bit about the projects we worked on, to which I had to make up something harmless enough, and he declared to be a student on an internship for in-house security. I don't remember how it actually happened, but somehow we came to discuss ethics, and I swear that for a second this young fellow could read my mind. The way he talked, how he reasoned, left a big impression on me. Unfortunately, I had to quit the lively chatter before I could ask for his name. Damned be my recently whimsical digestive system. I better not eat in the cafeteria again. Okay. That's May 2014. August 2014. I have been working on separating persons of interest from those only appearing in relation. Searching for new source documents shall be restricted to where such target persons appear. Only after thorough consideration by the advisor and the administrative staff can a person be considered a target. This should reduce the damage done to privacy to an absolute minimum. On a side note, I am having a hard time focusing on work with stomach pains like this. I should visit a doctor. This is starting to happen regularly, and it's not the cafeteria food. Okay, so around mid-August is when his cancer started to completely, like, destroy his life, basically. Ooh. The development team has conducted a first test in a fictitious setting. The results have been disillusioning, devastating. What have I done? How could I have ever thought this was a good thing, when in truth, I have helped opening Pandora's box? The investigator somehow managed to convince the advisor that every single person in the test was suspicious. They turned all of them into target persons by bending the truth to his liking. They spied on all their documents. Persons became labeled without looking at the full picture, without seeing the human being. Nothing works as it was supposed to. To make things even worse, they introduced a third human element to oversee, they call it evaluation, the other two, and make sure the investigator and advisor do not misuse their powers. That's the spying. This defies the whole purpose of using two elements. There are no ethics in this black hole, only a boot stamping on a human face forever. Oh damn this blindness, this naivety of mine. They must reconsider, they must. Oh, okay, it's my... Oh no. What are you gonna say? You will surely understand human elements are prone to misuse. We had to do this. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll get back to that new thing. Is that the November one? Okay, last note. February 2, 2015. I am at the end. I've had my share. I cannot continue the work. My consciousness got the better of me, especially regarding my circumstance. When I argued with the project lead how Demiurge allowed for massive manipulation, unrestricted mass surveillance, that my ethical codex could easily be circumvented, how Orwellian this bending of the truth was, that everything the investigator considered true became true, he just laughed. He laughed and said, what a terrific name Orwell would be for the system. People would assume surveillance and safety with a name like that. I could not believe it. Are they even going to use Orwell's name out of context and give it a new one? This only proves that they have not understood a thing, and they will never. I have to make it stop in another way. It's not going to work from the inside. The people must learn the truth about this madness. Unfortunately, I cannot take anything with me. The checks in the lobby are too strict. It's crucial to undo any trace that might lead to me, or else I'll fall prey to my own abomination. The only thing possible is cloning my entire PC onto a drive, which then must remain here, hidden somewhere. Perhaps I will find a way to retrieve it later. I don't know how much time is left for me. I wish there was more. Oh, ooh. I will found a cell in this guerrilla war. Then I will recruit members, call to arms, then we start acting, even bombings possibly, to kill. Oh crap, it's a different color. I'm just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it. Oh, he used to work there. Oh, now we have a picture for you, man. Who can guess them? Achievement unlocked. Let's take a look at my evaluation. Rating trustworthy. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's destroy the system. Not very observant. Extracts obviously wrong information. Wonderland, not very observant. Anything happening? Nope. Okay. Flags Cassandra as potentially dangerous. Ignored that Cassandra might have protected Carrington. Seriously? Even that? Finds possible contradictions in Carrington's statements. Observant. Provided material to pressurize water. Yes! Yes! Investigator entangled with activist group thought wanted for immediate arrest. Whether their home country will comply to the extradition request remains to be seen. The government has declared the investigator entangled with the activist group, Fluffy McSnifferpants, is wanted for immediate arrest. So far it remains unknown whether the home country of the investigator will comply to the extradition request. It is presumed that the government will leave no stone unturned to get hold of the investigator, who is likely to be in possession of insider information on their surveillance project known as Orwell. This is presumed to mark the end of the case known as the Bonton bombings. Experts suggest that after the troubled events of the recent week, the nation and its citizens will finally find some long overdue peace and quiet. Nice. Nice. Oh, oh. I'm really happy. I'm really happy of that ending. I'm actually... Yeah. Yeah. This is a great game. I feel like when it comes to a video game with multiple endings, I feel like you should just show the one that you chose. So I'm going to do that. I'm sorry the camera is a bit low because I started off like this, but then I became a bit louder. Hopefully I didn't wake up anyone. It's Christmas Day. The game is finished and it was amazing. I'm energetic. It's like it's 2 a.m. right now. I feel like high-fiving someone, but I don't want to feel like I'm stealing it from like whoosh, whoosh, from a Jacksepticeye or have like a buy 5 from Yub. But like I feel like I should do something physical. The last episode is amazing. It's so exciting, you know. It's hot in here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the series, the whole spying on things. I love it. I love it. I loved mainlining the Game Jolt game that I did a video on a couple of ages ago. it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, then happy holidays. I think that's the PC way to say it. I think that's the right way to say it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a like, subscribe, and write me a comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Also, let's have a couple of sneaky high fives here. I don't know. I'm so excited.